Good evening and welcome to the Business Day. I'm Andrea Chisholm. Portland Barbados Limited, a company controlled by Jamaican entrepreneur Michael Lee Chin, has agreed to pay the trustees $16 million plus interest between May 29 and August 15, 2024. Republic Bank Limited announced last week that the company defaulted on its obligations under the supplemental trust deed to pay note holders the final bullet payment of $23 million on April 30. As reported by the Guardian newspaper, the current collateral for the $23 million note is $4 million in cash as well as shares in Jamaica's NCB Financial Group, which were pledged with the stock exchanges of Jamaica as well as Trinidad and Tobago. Cygnus Group says the $135 million Caribbean Community Resilience Fund will support the transition to infrastructure and businesses that are environmentally friendly. Javon Keys reports.
The Caribbean Community Resilience Fund, CCRF, is being supported by USAID, the CARICOM Development Fund, and other investors. Speaking at the local launch, Chief Investment Officer at Cygnus Capital, Jason Morris, says the CCRF provides an opportunity for impact investing.
Another objective of this fund is to also focus and enhancing the robustness of the infrastructure for Caribbean countries across the region. So we have port infrastructure, road infrastructure, you have dry docks. Very soon we will need to have electric vehicle infrastructure as we get with the times and advance technologically. So that's another focus of the fund. A third and critical focus of the fund is to provide access to financing for businesses and projects that don't have access to it.
He says there is also the opportunity for technical assistance for businesses to move to bankable ideas.
You need to do some preparatory work, you need to get some data, you need to do research, you need to run pilot projects, and this takes capital. And as we all know, capital is like liquid gold. People don't just throw it away like that. So to make many projects and many business ideas bankable, you need to have effectively grant funding. And technical assistance, I'm happy to say that this fund is going to provide technical assistance both in terms of monetary terms as well as actual resources.
Minister of Finance Dr. Nigel Clark says the facility comes at a critical time.
Jamaica and the Caribbean, we are all facing a potential crisis. Some people like to say a polycrisis, multiple things happening at the same time, where the solution to large extent is going to lie in having larger and larger pools of capital available to invest in our economies in finding solutions.
The fund is seeking additional investors for accompanying preference shares. The CARICOM Development Fund has put up $15 million in support along with other pledges. For the Business Day, I'm Javon Keys.
Trading ended today with banks and cambios selling the American dollar for an average $156.72. The Canadian dollar is being sold for $115.27. $196.43 is the average value of the pound, while the euro is going for $170.37. And to the stock market now, the JSE index declined by 3,035 points today, while the junior market lost 12 points. Among the 26 winners, medical disposables and supplies, Caribbean Assurance Brokers, Stanley Motor Ordinary Shares, MFS Capital Partners, and Kingston Properties. The 60 losers included Berger Paints Jamaica, Blue Power Group, Jetcon Corporation, CAC 2000, and Sagicor Select Funds Manufacturing and Distribution. 23 stocks closed the session at the same price they started trading. And that's it for the Business Day. I'm Andrea Chisholm. Good evening.